Okay, the other day I was walking past some Christmas trees and I thought to myself, wouldn't it be interesting to make a video about the economics of how the Christmas tree business works? In this experiment I let my curiosity run absolutely wild. I ended up in an industrial estate in Enfield where I learned about the wholesale business of trees to then being transported to the global media where I was featured in the Mirror about this crazy experiment that I was running. Hold on, this is going to be an interesting story, so let's get into it. So here's how it goes. I was walking home on the 28th of November and I saw the first Christmas trees of the year being delivered. I thought to myself, as any entrepreneur, I wonder what the margins are like and how does this crazy seasonal business work? Now, I know from first-hand experience that seasonal businesses can be incredibly profitable if you time them just right. My gut told me that Christmas trees were incredibly high margin. I normally pay about £60–70 for a tree and I wondered how much they cost to buy them wholesale. Funny enough, a friend of mine, Barwick, is actually a Christmas tree farmer. So I popped open Facebook Messenger and asked him how much does it cost if I want to buy 100 trees. He didn't get back to me because I'm incredibly impatient, so I just put wholesale Christmas trees into Google and called the first link I found. I spoke to a guy called Tyler.
No pitch, it's just a little experiment really, a little bit of a test.
That's it, that's lovely. Is it your first year doing it?
First year doing it. What's the ballpark on 50 trees looking like?
5-foot tree is going to cost you a premium. It's going to cost you about 18 and a half, 19 quid.
Yeah.
Right? And a second grade is going to cost you about 15 quid.
Alright, perfect.
Right?
Yeah.
Things like that.
Tyler, yeah?
Tyler, yeah, come see me Saturday or something, yeah?
Lovely,
Right?
Tyler. Thanks a lot, mate. Take care, yeah?
Save my number and I'll see you the weekend.
Nice one, Tyler. See you in a bit, mate. Bye.
Oh, mate.
Bye.
He told me that a tree costs about £15, but it depends year to year of how many basically grew and what the demand is. And I thought, that's crazy. You can buy a tree wholesale for £15 and sell them for 60. If you then sell 200 trees and make £50 on each tree, that's a lot of money that can be made in a very short space of time. I chatted about the idea with my flatmates and they got pretty excited about the whole thing. And so did I. And we thought, wouldn't it be funny for one weekend this year to set up a Christmas tree delivery business? So that's exactly what we did. And we thought we could do it like Deliveroo, right? Or any of our favorite delivery apps. You order them online and they get dropped off. And our idea was really simple. Buy a bunch of trees, let people order them through our online booking system and we can drop them off to them at the weekend. So that's exactly what we did. When I was speaking to this guy, Tyler, who owns West Country Trees, he mentioned to me, you can come drop by and check out the trees and take some photos. So that weekend, me and Emma got in the car and drove up to Enfield to meet Tyler in person. He showed us his trees, he showed them how big some of them can get, and he kind of talks us through the different grades and how the whole thing actually worked. He's been doing it for about 15 years and it's his entire business, and we thought it was kind of fascinating. With content in hand, we updated our website and put the ordering system live. Now we were able to sell trees, but the only problem is no one knew about who we were. We thought if we can keep the delivery to just 1 mile of our home, it'll be super easy. So all we did was printed off 1,000 flyers and handed them out outside the tube station. We thought this is definitely gonna work and people are gonna find their trees, they're gonna order through us and we're gonna drop them off and give them a mince pie and a little Christmas dance. And you know what, it was actually really hard. People don't like taking flyers off people. And it got me thinking about intent. When you're walking home, you're not thinking about Christmas trees, you're thinking about getting home. That's your intent. So really what you want to do is be #1 in Google for Christmas tree delivery near me. But we didn't have that kind of time. So we stuck with our plan locally and we thought we were sure out of 1,000 flyers we would get 10 orders. That was our conversion rate. So flyering done, we go home, we have some dinner, and we just imagine how many orders we're gonna get when we wake up the next day. When we check how many orders we got a big fat 0. And I was actually really surprised. A tree delivered to your house, why do people not want this? It's crazy. So I wrote a tweet about it, and the tweet picked up some steam. It got a good 400 likes, and I thought, okay, deliveries are gonna come from this, and still 0 deliveries. So when a journalist from the Mirror then slided into my DMs and said, hey, do you want to do a story about this? I was like, hell yeah, let's get it done. So I have a call with the journalist and I'm in my head, I'm like, let's get this story into the Mirror and that way we're going to sell loads of trees.
Hi there, it's Saba from Twitter.
Oh, hi, Saba. How's it going?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. You got a minute to talk about your Christmas trees?
Of course I can.
We do a story, he writes it, it comes out, and there's another load of buzz. We get loads of traffic to the website, but you know how many orders we got? A big fat 0. How is it so hard for us to sell Christmas trees and even sell one for that matter. At this point, it's clear that the Christmas tree delivery business is not gonna work. But don't worry, all was not lost. Following my curiosity led to some really interesting things. I was exposed to the world of wholesale plants, something that I had no idea about, and the margins are actually surprisingly high, but the problem is logistics. It's about moving them around and holding stock. And when you have something that lives, they need to be looked after and tended to as well. So, fascinating area. The other really interesting thing that came out of this is I met the founders of the website builder Munch because they really liked the site and the project that we were doing. I had a chat with them and it was super cool to learn more about what they were doing. We also found during this process the lack of logistics software for local businesses doing delivery. It's a crazy big market, this, and it's incredibly underserved. And Taka, who helped me with the flyering, is now building his own startup in this space right now. But also more importantly, it's a really fun story and it was a really fun project to do with my flatmates. We laughed, we had fun, we went to Christmas tree farms, we ate mince pies, we made websites. It was a really cool weekend and a lovely little project that we did together. Also, if you're interested in this kind of area of the Christmas tree world, Planet Money did a really good podcast where they did something very similar. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I encourage you to follow your curiosity because you just don't know what's on the other side. So many founders, like the founders of Airbnb, started in very scrappy ways like this. And you know what? It's a bit of fun, so give it a go. You never know what's gonna come from it. So that's it for this year, actually. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.